Delhi reported 24,383 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, 15.5% lower than yesterday. The positivity rate in the national capital has jumped to 30.64%. Friday's positivity rate in Delhi is the highest since May 1st last year, when it was 31.6%. During that period, India was battling the second wave, and hospitals across the country were struggling to arrange beds and medical oxygen for patients. Positivity rate indicates the number of people testing positive out of all the tests conducted that day. The national capital reported 34 deaths in the last 24 hours, taking the total count to more than 25,000. On Wednesday, Delhi had registered 40 deaths, the highest since June 10th last year, when 44 fatalities were recorded. India's aviation watchdog, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, has asked the UAE Aviation Authority for a copy of their report on a close call involving two Emirates jetliners, both headed to India. Sources indicate that an Emirates Boeing 777 on a flight to Hyderabad on January 9 last Sunday had begun its takeoff run at Dubai International Airport when air traffic control intervened and asked it to abort its takeoff. This is because another Emirates Boeing 777 scheduled to depart Dubai on a flight to Bangalore crossed the runway just as the flight to Hyderabad had begun its takeoff run. There would have been hundreds of passengers on board the two jetliners when the incident took place. What made it a particularly close call are reports that the Boeing 777 taking off had reached a speed of over 130 knots or 240 kilometers per hour when it was asked to abort its takeoff run. Fortunately, the jet was able to stop safely about 790 meters down the length of the runway. On Friday afternoon, as Akhilesh Yadav was welcoming seven rebel BJP leaders, two ex-ministers and five ex-MLAs who have considerable sway over OBC voters in the state to his party, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was lunching at a Dalit household in Gorakhpur. The Chief Minister, whose party and government are on the ropes after 10 MLAs and an 11th from allies Apna Dal, walked out this week less than 30 days before polls hit back at Mr. Yadav, declaring social exploitation and not social justice was common in Uttar Pradesh under Samajwadi Party rule. The BJP government, on the other hand, the Chief Minister said, was working for the development of every section of society without any discrimination. His statement is significant in light of the criticism, nearly identical in each case, from the OBC leaders who quit between Tuesday and Thursday, that the Yogi Adityanath administration was deaf to the problems of Uttar Pradesh's backward classes. Australia said on Friday that it will detain Novak Djokovic this weekend after again stripping him of his visa in a dramatic setback to the tennis world number one's goal of winning a record 21st Grand Slam. As time slips away before the Australian Open starts Monday, the nine-time title holder heard in an emergency hearing that he will be in immigration detention from Saturday morning, not on the Melbourne Park tennis courts. The megastar's bid to avoid deportation will be heard by Australia's federal court at 10:15 a.m. on Saturday. The government has agreed not to deport the 34-year-old Serbian tennis ace until the hearing is over, Barrister Stephen Lloyd told an emergency late-night session of Federal Circuit Court. But Djokovic is expected to attend government offices at 8 a.m. on Saturday to be placed in detention. He would be allowed out of detention to follow online court hearing at his solicitor's offices, but only under the supervision of Australian Border Force officers, the barrister said. It is unclear if Djokovic will choose to stay and fight the case if he believes he is unable to compete in the Australian Open. Indian captain Virat Kohli on Saturday said it is not his job to discuss the futures of Ajinkya Rahane and Chiteshwar Pujara after the two senior batters failed to step up in the 2-1 defeat to South Africa in a hard-fought test series. Kohli said India continued to back the two senior batters based on what they have done for India over the years and highlighted that they chipped in with crucial contributions. Speaking to the press after the test series defeat at Newlands on Saturday, Virat Kohli conceded that the batters didn't step up after the series opening victory in Centurion but said it is not right on his part to comment on the futures of Rahane and Pujara.